and welcome to You Write, the podcast where creativity meets community.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Rachel.
Each week on You Write, we challenge our listeners to write a story in just 30 minutes, using 3 of 5 randomly generated words.
It's a fun and fast-paced exercise to spark your imagination and get those creative juices flowing.
We'll read your submissions, offer feedback, and discuss the unique twists and turns of each story.
Whether you're an aspiring author or just love a good tale, You Write is your place to explore the endless possibilities of storytelling.
So grab you some roof shingles, some nails, and a hammer. And look for a roof, it's all busted up, And let's dive into this week's stories.
And remember, the only limit is your imagination and 30 minutes. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. How you doing?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really happy to be off work again.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I felt trapped today for some reason. I was just like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh, no. Yeah. I feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I'm in pain because last night at practice, that's roller derby practice, everyone. We were in the middle discussing something, and then I just started rolling back to my place on the track, slowly rolling backwards. And I forgot that everybody's shit was on the floor in the middle of the rink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
I rolled over somebody's fucking towel. And of course, that completely stopped my wheel in its tracks.
Yeah.
And I busted my ass so hard that it vibrated my brain.
Oh.
And my back hurts today.
Oh, no.
If I were old, it would have thrown my back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
It was brutal. And so honestly, I've been kind of hobbling around today.
Yeah. Ambling around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hurts.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. For me, for pains like that, Aleve is better than Advil. I don't know why, but it's like that joint stuff whenever I sprained both my elbows.
Yeah.
Aleve was a miracle drug.
What?
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting some Aleve because I honestly, the only thing that I have in my house right now is aspirin, baby aspirin.
I think that's probably the worst for just inflammation and body pain.
Okay, I'm going to make note of that. Get some Aleve.
And ibuprofen is good. I think Aleve is better for stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. When I sprained both of my elbows whenever I went over the handlebars of the bike,
yeah.
I was able to, a week after that, I was able to take an Aleve, or maybe it was 2, and then go play racquetball for 2.5 hours.
Okay. Impressive. Racquetball.
It was a terrible idea. That was a bad choice because I couldn't fully extend my right arm, but it didn't hurt. I just couldn't fully extend it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I left lasting scar damage, scar tissue to my right elbow because of that.
Oops.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Totally.
I couldn't straighten it for 2 years.
Damn.
It never really hurt. I just couldn't fully extend it for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Wow. But then it gradually
look at it.
Stretched out.
Look at it. See? It's
wow.
It's all straight. But yeah, I could only go to there.
Damn.
For 2 years. It would just go and just lock.
Actually, my left arm was like that after my accident. And my doctor said I would never be able to straighten it again. But now it hyperextends. Not only does it go straight, it goes
beyond
straight.
It goes to broken.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doctors, what do they know? Do you see a lot of stories?
I did. Oh my God. I enjoyed the shit out of them.
We got a lot of stories this week.
So many stories.
This is great. This is
good.
Great.
So
what
good.
Representation. Yeah. And who did we pick to read this week?
I believe we chose to read the elusive miomerzoi. Elementary, my dear son.
Mio.
Welcome
back, buddy.
Welcome back. Isn't it kind of suspicious that he came back right after that call out?
I know.
Well, that just makes me think that he's been reading along.
Yeah, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
He was like, you ain't gonna kill me off.
You been lurking back there? Yeah.
He's like, you ain't gonna bifurcate me.
He's like, I ain't dead yet.
I like it.
All right, so this is Elementary, My Dear Son by miomerzoi. Samuel first came across one of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novels at the age of 15. He spent several days so immersed in the book that by the end, he felt that everything going on around him was easily solvable with a little deductive reasoning. At that moment, he realized that the only thing necessary to understand and solve problems was the application of careful analysis. Samuel identified so deeply with the protagonist that he decided to try these newly discovered deduction techniques on the scenarios unfolding in his own home right before his eyes, to which he had never paid attention. The first unusual detail he noticed was his sister secretly checking her weight in the bathroom. After that, he went to the trash can and examined the receipts he found there, and everything became all too clear for him. He surreptitiously began opening the mail, and after reading some invoices, he suddenly understood why his father hadn't gone to work for 3 days and had been mysteriously locking himself in the garage. He remembered that he hadn't seen his mother at home for the last few nights, so he decided to investigate the laundry room. When he opened the washing machine, he found a heap of dirty clothes inside. After conducting a thorough analysis of his mother's room, he jotted down some relevant details in a small notebook and concluded his search in less than 10 minutes. The family was truly going through a rough time, and he hadn't even noticed until now. That night at dinner, there was a pause with a few minutes left, and summoning all his boldness, Samuel confessed, "I'm so sorry for everything that's happening in this house, and I'm willing to help in any way I can." His sister's shock was exposed, and his mother looked astonished. Only his father remained calm and asked, "Can you explain the reason for your comment?" "It's obvious you lost your job, Dad, and I know you're going through a difficult, stressful situation. That's why you lock yourself in the garage every day, looking for a solution. This naturally leads me to deduce that Mom had to get a second job, which is why she's been coming home so late. That's why I haven't seen her in the last 3 days, and it hurts me to imagine the exhaustion that's building up in her body." Everyone was stunned by Samuel's words. No one said a word for the next 2 minutes until his sister tried to get up from the table, and Samuel spoke up. "You should do something, because you're older than me and have as much responsibility as I do in this house." "Stay out of my life and mind your own business," his sister snapped. But before she could make her exit, Samuel regaled those present at the table with a final damning observation. "Do you think I haven't noticed all the unnecessary food purchases you've been making lately? You're obviously getting fatter every day, and the only way to lose weight is to eat less and exercise more, not hide like you do in the bathroom." Anger and contempt flashed across the girl's face before she turned and continued to her room. Once the sound of the door closing was heard, Samuel's parents looked at each other in bewilderment. "How did you come to these conclusions?" his father asked with some curiosity. "It's very obvious, Dad. I just had to analyze the situations that were happening around me, and I was able to understand the small factors that are essential to reaching the proper conclusions, as Sherlock Holmes says." His mother assumed a look of surprise and exasperation, tinged with an undertone of pride. His father approached Samuel, not intending to escalate the situation, and in an amused voice said, "I'm actually not out of work at the company. I'm just fixing a car part, and I asked for a few days off to finish the project. I wanted to keep the draft out of the garage, so I kept it closed. Fortunately, your mother happily continues with her single job and has continued to come home at the same time as always. You didn't notice her arrival time because for the last 3 days, you've been in your room, immersed in your book, and we didn't want to disturb your reading. Regarding your sister, well, we weren't going to tell you just yet, but I suppose you'll find out soon enough. She's pregnant and is following protocol for pregnant women regarding her diet and weight as directed by her doctor." At that moment, Samuel lowered his head and felt like the stupidest person on earth. But his father placed a hand on the young man's shoulder. "I'm very proud of you for understanding the value of books, but you must learn that to reach correct conclusions, you need more observation and evidence. Samuel lifted his head and searched his father's eyes for hints of disappointment, but found the opposite. I have a prediction for you, his father continued. You will become a great man in the future, and you will get smarter and smarter with every single book that you read.
Great.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Excellent little detective story.
Yeah. It's cute.
It's adorable.
It's adorable. I love the kind of 180 that the story takes, because at first, it's funny because at first I was kind of like annoyed. I was like, oh my God, this is so cliche. Like the kid just immediately solves everything.
Yeah.
But then when it's like, oh, he was wrong about everything.
Literally, he's wrong about all of it. Yeah.
Yes. But it is so accurate, though, about childhood, because I was definitely like that.
Yeah.
Like, I would think that I had figured everything out.
Yeah. Precocious.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was exactly wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The confidence of youth.
Yeah.
is
Exactly.
is very evident in
it
this.
Really is. It's amazing.
Yeah. That was a great direction to take it. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he just like nailed it all like first try, like okay. Yeah, really just kind of leaning into the Holmesian side, I guess, of the story, but it's really more
wannabe Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But also just this kind of character. It's more about character building,
right?
And like specifically the father building up the character of his son.
Yeah, definitely.
So supportive.
So supportive. I like the just description of the son's detective techniques and how serious it is. You know, it's like all the details. Like he then proceeded to the trash can, where he deduced from the receipts he found there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love the gravity.
We're never actually presented with the evidence itself, just like, I guess, markers of the evidence, like receipts in the trash, but not what was on the receipt.
Right.
The dad is locked in the garage, but not like no evidence of what is actually in the garage or anything like that, just that he's in there.
Right.
And that there's clothes in the laundry. It's all just very quick. And I love that it's like he concluded his search in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. And he's like, I've got all the information I need.
He's like, all right, I figured it out. We're destitute.
Right. We are destitute. And my sister is fat.
It's a fat fatty.
Is a fatty. My sister's a fatty.
Oh, it is so childish. Like, especially like going through it as how quickly we move through each family member. It's just like, oh, and then dad, and then sister, and then mom. It's like it's just rapid fire moving through all of his case study. Right. I guess. Yeah. I really like how well this speaks to being in the mind of a child.
Totally, it really does. I kind of. Obviously, some paragraph breaks would be nice.
Yeah, I suspect that is probably Reddit's fault, like a copy paste error.
Yeah,
but,
definitely could be.
There are places I could probably infer paragraphs, but I was having trouble reading it.
I found the end to be a bit trite. Yeah, it was a little bit too wholesome.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you spin that ending then?
I'd have to think about that. But while I'm thinking about it, it reminds me of just a 90s sitcom ending. You know how each episode ended with, like, for example, Danny Tanner sitting on the bed with whoever being like, you see, you know, this and this and blah, blah. And the daughter being like, you're right. I love you, Dad.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, a bit after school special moral.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
A little bit too tidy there at the end, but...
Oh, I'll call it tropey. Yeah,
it's tropey.
Because, I mean, everything leading into it kind of is the same trope.
That's
like,
true.
It really does kind of all lean into this same trope.
That's true.
So, if anything, it really lands... It really lands the whole trope.
Yeah,
at the
it does.
end.
It does. It brings it home.
Yeah. But I do think that you have to Rachel's credit, you could circumvent that trope
Mm-hmm.
because I do feel like you circumvent it a little bit just by the kid not being right.
Yeah,
like
totally.
he's just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think there is room to spice up the ending a little bit.
Totally.
I just don't know what that looks like.
Okay. I was going to ask if you have any ideas about that.
I was thinking something more light-hearted. Maybe a light-hearted jab from Dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something maybe to spur him on to try again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what it is. Don't just outright tell the son that his sister is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, make him figure out what it is.
Yeah.
It's like let Dad just kind of like lay some groundwork. He's like, but your sister, you know what? I'm not going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Go find out what's up with your sister.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
I just had a thought too. I would like to end it on a sinister note, to where the very last part is like his mother from the laundry room, where she was like sent a text or was texted, they're on to us.
Oh,
or something like
he's
that.
on to us. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it like leads you around. Because at first the kid is like, shit is fucked up. And then the dad's like, no, son, everything is fine. And then at the end, you see that, wait, shit maybe is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the kid right? Or was the kid just on to something deeper?
Right.
Ooh.
Right. Exactly.
Ooh.
Exactly. Maybe it's not so clear cut. Maybe there is something going on.
Yeah.
And the mom senses that the kid is sensing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even you could take it sci-fi. Be like, meanwhile, in her bedroom, his sister
peeled
slowly
her face off.
That's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's slowly, like Mission Impossible style. Yeah.
Starts to peel the corner of her face off, revealing disgusting, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. I'm going full Space Cadet on this because I'm just like, maybe you could drop in clues that he's adopted.
Yeah.
And like they're like, he's adopted into this family, mom, dad, and sister or whatever, and they're all just aliens.
Oh, maybe the whole rest of the family is in on this ruse. They're gaslighting him. You know, there's like hints around, but they're like, no, son, everything is fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Right, exactly.
It's fine.
It could be that the sister felt violent clawing from within her abdomen. It was the alien baby, like trying to claw its way out or something. I don't know. There's a lot of things you could do with it.
Oh, yeah. Excellent entry, miomerzoi, and excellent to have you back.
So good to have you back, Mio. Don't leave us again.
So good.
So good. So good.
The ever elusive miomerzoi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mio.
And up next, we have Investigation Station by Richie Posier. Okay, so just based off the title, what did you expect of this?
I expected humor. I expected a spoof. In fact, that's what I got. I have to tell you, Richie, that I have read this now 4 times, literally, and starting yesterday. And one of the third time that I read it is when, and this is not why I busted ass, but it was when we were skating around doing stretches on our skates, and I was reading this. And I was laughing. I was reading it aloud to myself, and I was laughing really hard. And everybody thought I was FaceTiming somebody because I was like holding my phone and being like,
it's like no, just reading.
And everybody thought I was a psycho.
I was in my office by myself, like talking to myself, like, is this whole thing verbatim? Like in my office, talking to myself, like what are we doing here? It's just laughing and losing my shit.
Seriously, it is hilarious, and just the way that it's like. I think my favorite part of it is how the detectives' look and words are taking this so seriously. They're looking at a witness statement, and Wook is like, no, it's just something about the word damn it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what you're focusing
We're getting
on?
hung up on the word damn it. Yeah, and its spelling.
On how whoever wrote it down.
Yeah.
And the fact that they talk so long and so seriously about this minutia is hilarious. And I know that that's exactly what we do. And that is what makes it even more hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hysterical.
Yeah. And the part that made me really lose it is, as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure that's all verbatim what we said.
Yeah.
Like, I remember all of that very distinctly. I was like, that was last week.
Yes. I remember you being like, that's weird.
That is weird. Yeah.
That's weird.
I read right past it.
Yeah. You're like,
I've seen it both ways.
Yeah, exactly. This is the exact conversation we had.
This is ludicrous.
And it's hysterical that.
And then we get the point of view character. I walked over to the detectives and held out my hand.
No, I love that how Richie is explaining his own reasoning for doing that in this story. Yeah. He's like, oh, I see the problem. There should be a space. There's your problem. And
we're so hung up on it.
And the fact that Detective Wook is like circling it on the witness statement.
Yeah, underline circle. Yeah,
yes.
Just like something about this word
it's not
here.
Right
not
now.
Jiving.
Yeah.
She stared at me for a moment, then shrugged. Huh. She grunted. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I love the shit out of that.
Half of the story is trying to parse this one word.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is exactly par for the course.
The next thing that made me laugh my ass off was where Wook was like, well, our first instinct was to check all outbound flights logs from Mongolia. Mm-hmm. And Words is like, you mean your first instinct. And then he sipped at his coffee and glanced at her over the
as if to punctuate. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was so hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Picturing that, like you being so judgy about my like immediately going to Mongolia.
Yeah, and I can imagine just a little. Yeah.
Like, that is not our first instinct.
That was your first instinct. Yeah, that's what I said. Mm-hmm. She showed him the palm and rolled her eyes. The message was clear. Talk to the hand.
Mm-hmm. And then the fact that Mr. Oh, that Wook is like, the last person to see them was Pastor Walker at the congregation station. You mean the church? Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what I said.
Oh, man.
And then? Do we have any reason to think they were threatened? I asked page through in silence. That's basically what we're doing now. Yeah. No, not as far as we know. No. We'll toss her file back on the clear desktop. As I was saying, nothing showed up in the flight logs.
Accommodation station.
Yeah, I love how that we get there textually in the story. I made a note. Was there any record with the hotel about the accommodation station? Yeah. They chime together. Unsure what to make of the outburst.
Right. The point of view character is like,
yes, but the record.
And then Wook and Words locked eyes and grinned. Examination station. Hey. Oh, so good. Oh Jesus. My God.
Also, the Lubbock callouts.
Yes.
Were
Richie.
We're right there.
Oh, Richie
if I can offer one for the Lubbock Hotel, use the Overton. The Overton Hotel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, those call-outs were, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we're in Lubbock.
Yeah.
Oh, nuts.
I was like, Richie has done his homework.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Richie, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that we have a body turn up outside the Lubbock Memorial Civic Center, which, that pretty much tracks. If there was, well, I don't know. They've cleaned the place up a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, we have that beautiful new concert hall right across from the Civic Center.
That's true.
That place is legit, guys.
Oh, yeah.
The Buddy Holly Hall is no joke. Mm-hmm. Look it up.
Yeah,
Look
the
it up.
Buddy Holly Hall. It's awesome.
Like it. I'm like proud. We have that.
Me too. Good for us.
I have pride that we have that
Me
here now.
too.
That place is amazing.
It's legit.
Yeah.
I've been in there for Anna to watch Anna's.
We've seen we saw Book of Mormon came to Lubbock. We saw it. We saw Chicago the musical.
There.
Yeah.
Nice.
We saw Postmodern Jukebox. We saw Alton Brown of all people.
Damn.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of stuff out there.
That's amazing.
Oh, we saw Yo-Yo Ma there.
Yeah.
In the front row.
Wait, I was there, right? No. Y'all had the front.
Yeah,
was I there?
Kim and I were in the front row, but I think we gave you.
Oh yeah, I was there, just not in the front row.
tickets.
Yes. I was there, but not in the front row. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was
awesome.
That was a magical experience.
That was very magical. I mean, it was more magical for y'all because, yeah, Kim was describing the whole experience of
Guys,
being that close.
I literally cried. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Ma playing Dvorak was it was a spiritual experience. It was amazing.
He is transcendental.
Quite.
Mm-hmm.
Quite.
Okay, so I love that the part where it's like, okay, they're talking about.
I just realized where we're at.
Yeah.
In the story.
The part about getting dragged. The victim was dragged. That's
that
right?
I lost it. That's where I fucking lost it.
But the part that was funniest to me about the next paragraph was she fell silent, but I could tell that Wook had more to say on the matter. Yeah.
There's more to that.
Right. And the fact that Mr. Merzoi was bifurcated is hilarious.
I read that. I was like, oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh man. So basically our witness and victim is Mr. Merzoi here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get our point of view character says, so would that be a victim or a vitness?
Yeah.
To which I counter, they're a victness.
Oh.
Victness.
Victness. Yeah.
Still sounds like witness.
Victness.
But clearly implies
Victness.
victim.
Victness. Victness.
Yeah.
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 Victness.
Victness.
Yeah. We're doing
There's a lot of consonants.
We're doing what he made fun of us for.
It's fine. It's fine. Lean
I know,
into
it's
it.
hilarious. It's
Victness.
hilarious. Yeah. Victness.
Uh-huh.
And I did notice how you were like, Detective Wook cleared her throat.
Does anyone want to drag me across the lobby?
Right. But seriously, though.
I love the callback because
yes.
you did have more to say.
Oh, yeah.
And damn it, you said it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm going to get this out. It's funny because I actually forced somebody to drag me at the party I was at Saturday.
Did you really?
Yeah. We were outside and I asked one person to do it, but she was injured. And so she was like, I don't think I can. And so somebody else volunteered, was like, I can do it. And I was like, okay, perfect. And
All
she
right.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Was it by the leg, by the arm?
It was by both legs.
Oh, they just grabbed both legs and just drag you?
They actually like dragged me upwards.
Like reverse wheelbarrow?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wait, wouldn't that be walking?
No, I was thinking that maybe upside down wheelbarrow.
Okay, yeah. It was like upside down wheelbarrow, yeah. Except for that, I wasn't like walking on my hands or anything. I was just laying there getting dragged.
Dragged, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This is our life. These are our lives.
These are the days of our lives.
Oh, man. Thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Richie. That was fantastic.
That was exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love how, like, very nonchalantly the bloody katana is mentioned.
Yeah, just...
Yeah, there was a bloody katana by the body.
By the bifurcated body of Mr. Merzoi.
Right.
I mean, they're consummate professionals. They've seen some shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's a bloody katana amongst friends? Amongst detectives?
That's true. That's true. We've seen some shit.
Thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Richie. That was fantastic.
Thank you so much, Richie.
It is supplied hours of entertainment.
Yes, and now I just can't get the picture of Rachel being dragged across the lobby out of my head.
Yeah.
No kidding. That's where I lost it. It's like, what was the line? It was, Wook's eyes brightened. Oh, sign me up. She popped her lips. I mean, yes, the victim was dragged. She fell
Yes.
silent.
Sign me up.
Sign me up.
Up.
I
love
was
it.
like, oh, God.
I love it so much.
Okay, and up next, we have Settling Accounts by Jake.
That's right. Hi, Jake.
Hey, Jake. Okay, so this is a hard-boiled detective story.
That's right.
Certainly striking all the tropisms.
It is.
My favorite tropism was the use of beautiful dame.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I think that my favorite might have been the trench coat.
That's a solid one, yeah. And it certainly sets the tone early.
Yeah.
Also, just Detective John Browning was doing the tough part of the job, and boy, was it a drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really set that tone very effectively in the first 2 sentences. Yeah.
And I did like your use of drag there.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that struck me was, well, and I think you did this intentionally, but it's like, maybe it was the way everyone from accounting had spoken so highly of her at the memorial, or maybe it was the way Chief Finnegan had kept looking away as people gave their respects.
Yeah.
So that's the first, like,
pretty heavy foreshadowing.
Yeah. Foreshadowing that you're just like, oh, okay, Chief.
Yeah. Huh. Foreshadowing versus telegraphing.
I don't really know about telegraphing. I mean, I know what telegraphs are, but I don't know it as a literary
Well, like telegraphing is like you use your blinker in your car to telegraph that you're going to turn.
Okay.
Like that's telegraphing. Like, actually, I'm just going to try see what the interwebs do. Telegraph v what was the other one? Foreshadowing. Telegraphing is giving away too much too soon, thereby ruining the suspense or the impact of the event. Who is this?
This is AI.
No, this is some lady called Rachel Gardner, literary agent.
Huh.
The blog.
Interesting.
Weird.
Okay.
The AI answer is foreshadowing is subtle hints, telegraphing is obvious hints.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess it would be telegraphing.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was curious because I more would have chalked that up to. Well, I guess it is foreshadowing because it's not obvious,
but it is pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's living in that gray area between obvious and subtle.
Yeah.
But that's perfect for this the trope for the hard-boiled detective story.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because you always want the reader to be like, I wonder if it was the chief.
Right.
Yeah. So you're just giving us all the appropriate amount of clues to kind of lay the groundwork ourselves. Yeah. His heart racing now. He ran up the stairs, eager to find some missed clues that would confirm his suspicion. Yeah. Yeah. Just the way it just all struck him in that moment. Kind of the same way it struck your reader. Like we all kind of have the epiphany together.
Right. I would say that in the paragraph where it's like, after only a couple of minutes, he found it. How they had missed it before, he didn't know. A button or maybe a cuff link, blah, 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 LAPD. So for me, that was foreshadowing because that was subtle enough that it made me think, oh, the chief has been back. Yeah. You know, he's been back or he's there now. Yeah. Like he didn't leave it behind because I think detectives would have noticed something like that.
Actually, yeah, that's a good distinction. Yeah. Yeah, because under that guise, the former was telegraphing. Right. Because we all kind of come to the same conclusion based off of that. But you're right, the LAPD, off of the dress uniform, essentially, that is more foreshadowing that he's there now. Yeah. Because they wouldn't have missed that. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Because that is very subtle. That's a very subtle clue that he is there. Yeah. Yeah, because you could be like, oh, they missed it. Yeah. You know? Or you could be like, oh,
that's
cool. I hadn't considered that. I hadn't considered that they're competent people. They would have found that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it never struck me until just now that, that could he came from this. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's a lovely little tidbit. I like that, Jake. That's nice.
That's good. That's very, very good.
The bastard hadn't even bothered to
Ooh.
change from his dress blues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the fuck me running.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. Fuck me running.
John exclaimed,
Yeah.
holding the bauble with reverence.
Right. I like that. That definitely is leaning into the hard-boiled detective trope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is.
Oh, it is, totally.
Yeah, heavily. Chief Finnegan flanked by 2 beat cops, all 3 holding pipes.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not just Chief Finnegan, it's him and his posse.
His posse,
Yeah.
his crew.
Yeah.
He's got his crew for sure.
Yeah. Man, this is fun. I love hard-boiled detective stuff.
Yeah.
I guess the most recent one I've read was Mr. Mercedes. Yeah, that's very kind of fits that same hard-boiled trope.
Right.
Yeah, these are fun.
It totally does.
This is fun.
Yeah. I would like more on this.
Oh, yeah.
To be able to like get into it more, you know?
Yeah, get into John's head.
Right.
Here.
And get into the mystery, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's like it's equal parts the detective and equal parts the mystery. Like so like you always are playing with both. So yeah, I'm curious to know more about the detective himself, I guess, because we get a lot of the mystery.
Yeah.
Here and now I feel like we can maybe lean more into John and see what he's all about.
Totally.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot.
That was great. That was great tropisms.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
And up next, A Brief Investigation by Nick to You.
Yes.
So we're back in our
video game world.
Yeah.
Or like
lit RPG is the
yeah.
I think that's a fairly new term for it.
But I said video game, but then I thought of like Dungeons and Dragons, which is like a
tabletop
physical game. So
yeah, RPG role playing game
or
rocket propelled grenade.
Right. But not the latter.
Not the latter. But yeah, so we're back here and this is interesting. That's an interesting world to put a detective story in.
Yeah. It's very creative.
It is creative. And I like that you can recognize the nuances that are available in a like role-playing game, the different ways that you can approach a game like that. And yes, this absolutely would fall in there, a mystery or like a puzzle that needs to be solved. So
yeah.
I really appreciate that for the complexity that you're lending to what is normally a pretty kind of plain genre, I guess. So yeah, it certainly struck me as fairly complex for what the genre is typically trying to do.
Yeah.
But there was when we get to the part where the detective starts asking some questions, are there any similar funeral customs you can compare to? Tell me what I'm looking for. I don't know what it is about that line. That's really where the story got going for me. Before that, it is kind of a lot of setup and names and just kind of giving us the scene that we're in.
That's true.
But I really liked that line for diving into the mystery and driving your reader into the mystery. Yeah.
One note before that is where Balestrano had been able to sense unfinished work. I like how that is like a specific skill.
Yeah.
Or a specific power is sensing unfinished work. That's like so specific.
Yeah.
You know?
And I love that.
Me too.
I love that
I think it's cool.
Specificity that you can give these types of characters and skills.
Yeah.
And it further illustrates the complexities of this world.
Yeah, I love
very
that.
Cool. Very cool.
It's funny because whenever they first started talking about the funeral customs, I started wondering if he was actually like covertly talking about Americans. It's like squabbling over and haggling over inheritance is expected, and then being the primary holder of the right to the stories of the dead. It's almost like family members like arguing over like mementos and like valuable items, that have like sentimental value and stories attached to them.
Yeah.
Or something.
Is that a strictly American thing?
No.
I was going to say, I don't think that. I think it's just human nature.
I mean, I don't know about that. It's
Yeah.
not my nature, but
Yeah, same.
so I
If
mean,
anything, my experience in those is there's a lot of mementos and stuff built
right.
up in a deceased loved one's
Mm-hmm.
like estate
Mm-hmm.
that no one wants.
Right.
Like they're all just like I don't know what to do with 5 generations worth of China.
Yeah.
Like
No,
what
exactly.
do I do with that?
It reminded me though of this story that I read in my cultural anthropology class in undergrad, which is called Nasarima. And it's about a culture called the Nasarima and all of their weird ass like traditions and rites of passage and like how they scrub like bundles of horsehair over they like feel like they have to clean their faces with like bundles of horsehair every day or else they'll be like rejected by their loved ones and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff. But anyway, comes out in the end that you finally realize that they're talking about Americans and actually Nasarima is American backwards.
uh,
But and the bundles
okay.
of horsehair being scrubbed over your face over your mouth is like brushing your teeth.
Brushing your teeth.
Yes.
Oh, man, that reminds me of the Strange Planet comics on Instagram. Nathan Pyle, I believe, is who does them all, but it's basically just like modern day life told through the way aliens describe it.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's perfect.
And by the way, you've got to remind me of that.
Okay. I'm going to just like send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me right now because this reminds me of a thing that I do with my students, which is where I am teaching them the imperative, which is like do this, do that. And you have to give instructions to do something. And I start with like regular things like how do you make your favorite dish or whatever, or how do you prepare for your sport because they're all athletes. But then I do an activity where I give them each randomly a task, like, and I tell them explain to an alien how to get out of bed. And that's one of them. Another one is how to eat food. Another one is how to breathe. And there's like how to walk. It's so hilarious because they're like first, especially like swallowing food, like first you lift the food to your lips.
Yeah.
Then you open your
attach
lips.
Food to hand.
Right.
And translate food to face hole.
Yes, to face hole. Then you put it in there. And then you lift your tongue and push it to the back. And then you contract your throat muscles.
Yeah.
It's so hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah. You'll love Strange Planet then.
Okay, awesome.
You'll love
Did
it.
Did you just send that to me?
I did.
Sweet. Oh, yes.
It's just on Instagram.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I'm going to find you one and I'm going to show it to you. I believe, this is it. It's always like 4-panel comics.
I have given the creature sustenance. Oh, it's a kitty. I had already done this. Their receptacle was empty. The creature emptied it. Their request seemed desperate. It was deception. There it is again. Now the creature mocks us. Oh, I love that. I am totally going to use that in my classes.
There are so many.
I love that.
Here's another one.
I found this. It's a kitty. Great. It's vibrating. Oh, that means it's working. What does it excel at? Scratching, also hiding, an ideal companion.
It's adorable.
They're so cute. I love that it's vibrating. Like,
yeah, the whole channel is just delightful.
I love it. Yeah. I'm gonna totally binge on that later.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, tangent.
Woo! All right.
But yeah, so we arrive at basically the detective side of the story. Are there any similar funeral customs you can compare to? Tell me what I'm looking for. And that's where, you said squabbling and haggling over inheritance is expected. Some even encourage it. There's usually some added privilege in being the primary holder of the right of the stories of the dead. Thank you. I breathe.
Yeah. I liked, hold on.
Oh, there's another very specific skill. I finally used build subject profile. And that kind of seems like I like that the way that we frame that. I finally used.
Yeah.
Basically, it's something you delay
Yeah.
until you
It's
have
like a
as much
last
information.
resort.
Yeah. And then boop,
Yeah.
like spitting out a report.
I liked how it stated like very simple things like with such detail, like they would want to seem uninterested, but they would have to show interest in the thing they actually wanted. I don't know, that like really stood out to me. I'm like, okay, that's something that I wouldn't naturally think of because everything is so tacit and like understood, you know, but to spell it out like that is like really actually enlightening. It's really informative.
It is. And also it goes to show the mindset that this detective or detectives in general kind of have to live in. Like you have to look a layer, you have to look into that kind of tacit understanding and what it may imply. What information people may give you unintentionally through body language, through tacit knowledge, through things like this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good inclusion. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just kind of moved through a kind of a conversation between Zing and who's our point of view? I feel like we got it, and I just can't remember.
Let me see here.
Balestrano?
No, because that person is named.
Look for someone only interested in the stories of some. Then Balestrano suggested, catching on. Zing grimaced as he caught the implication. Ah, yes, that would drive some to murder. The stories of loved ones. Clairaudience. That's an interesting skill. Clairaudience. Yeah, it's like clairvoyance, but an audience.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah, that's fascinating. Yeah, that's a weird one.
I don't think we know the name of the point of view character, at least not from this story.
Yeah, I had trouble kind of following who all was here in this conversation, but ultimately, like you mentioned, the details that we're parsing out in this mystery are certainly interesting and also informative of the world at large here. And I'm really curious about what that clairaudience means. Yeah, that's like, wild. That's
clairaudience.
Nutty. What?
Ah, yes, that would drive some to murder. The stories of loved ones. Clairaudience. I don't know. Clairvoyance is where you can see things. I don't know.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Nick?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What is that? What is that?
Tell us.
What's in the box?
Tell us.
Enough to live off for a few weeks, given the hospitality of the region. Well, yeah. Thanks, Nick. This is an interesting take on a detective story, and certainly a very creative use of this RPG world that you have here.
Yes, very
excellent.
Yeah, very creative.
Right on. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
And up next is a sick author burn.
Yes!
Who's up, Rachel? Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Okay, so
that hurt.
So first of all, I like to say that I'm very excited about this segment. I live for this segment, and for our first of these segments, we chose to go with the sick author burn that got me hooked on sick author burns. Okay.
You want to provide some context? For everybody?
Right.
Go on.
Yes,
please.
I'm going to.
Please. Right now.
First of all, I want to know if any of you were able to guess. I assume no, because I didn't see it in anybody's comments.
I didn't guess, but I did just type in books 1932.
I know. I expected,
and then it was there. I was like, okay, it's gonna be
I
Brave New
expected
World.
somebody to do that and be like, obviously you're talking about this, but nobody did that. So you did that, but
I didn't comment.
No, you didn't comment, and none of the writers did either. But
maybe
hey,
everyone just knows that Aldous Huxley's Brave New World was published in 1932.
I don't think they know that.
Everyone knows that.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Maybe. All right. So, anyway, I know that this is an unpopular opinion because I have literally gotten in heated discussions with people about this before. But I find Brave New World to be absurd.
Shallow and pedantic.
Yes. No, that's a better way of saying it. Shallow and pedantic. I can't stand it. In fact, I loathe it.
Okay.
But it has one redeeming quality, which is that I believe that it has inspired other works that came after it, including 1984.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I don't hate that it exists. I like that it exists because I like to hate on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's fun.
I feel like it inspired Bradbury, who is like my gold standard for stories like that.
There you go.
Yeah, Ray Bradbury.
Yeah. All right. I mean, noted. Noted.
All right, go on then.
So, I searched and I searched and I searched the interwebs for this literary review, and I could not for the life of me find it. And I searched like far and wide. I mean, for a long time. Anyway, and even just last night, I was pacing around my house trying to figure out or remember where the fuck I read this review.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at several books. I looked at syntax books. I looked at, Greek mythology books. I looked at
ancient magazines.
I took out my scrolls. I searched.
Your microfilm.
Yes. I was in the back room on my microfilm. I looked everywhere. And then finally.
High and low.
Yeah.
Well, far and wide.
Yeah. And finally
and
I was
shallow.
like, deep and wide, deep and wide. And finally I was like, all right, I'm just going to look in the actual book because why not? And guess what? I found it there.
That's where it is.
That's
it's
where
in
it
the
is.
book.
It's in the actual book, which is such a harsh burn.
Sick, man.
It's an even sicker burn to put that shit in his own book.
Oh man, I feel like it's kind of a burn on the burn itself.
Mhm.
It's like, you know what? This is how much we don't care. We're gonna put this in the book.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
like, because it's, I don't know.
That's true.
It just felt like a statement. It's
I mean, yeah, it would be if they hadn't gone through and everybody hated this book when it first came out. And here's some examples of the hate that it received.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so this I love, and I'm just going to go ahead and read it. The reviewer for the British journal New Statesman and Nation led the charge in the sick burns.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, "This squib about the future is a thin little joke, epitomized in the undergraduate jest of civilization dated AF, and a people who refer reverently to our Ford. Not a bad little joke. And what it lacks in richness, Mr. Huxley tries to make up by repetition. But we want rather more to a prophecy than Mr. Huxley gives us. The fact is that Mr. Huxley does not really care for the story. The idea alone excites him. There are brilliant, sardonic little splinters of hate aimed at the degradation he has foreseen for our world. There are passages in which he elaborates conjectures and opinions already familiar to readers of his essays. There are no surprises in it. And if he had no surprises to give us, why should Mr. Huxley have bothered to turn this essay in indignation into a novel?" Mic drop.
That is pretty sick.
That is.
The part of that really got me was it's the idea that excites him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about that. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That burns. Like,
seriously, and
calling the burn unit.
No, totally.
Yeah.
And I think it's true though.
Yeah.
Because I think that he was a freak, and I think he got off on all this sex play.
Yeah, just the ideas and his actual excitement around just writing these ideas. Yeah.
And he's actually got a boner while he's writing it. But of course, nobody could ever.
He's like, how
prove
can I
that.
continue writing with this raging erection?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, he's got a raging erection, but also he's got a righteous indignation.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, how could they? And if you know anything about this guy, he was very severely puritanical for the first part of his life, and then he became equivalent to a porn star.
Yeah, he fell off that wagon hard.
He fell hard off the wagon.
Yeah.
So clearly he was
he fell hard off the wagon.
Right. He fell hard off the wagon hard.
Yeah.
And
God damn it.
it's like he is just so much like, no, sex is bad.
Stop it.
Just stop it.
Stop
oh my
it.
God. And me and my brother, when we ever get on this topic, we will sit there and talk so much shit about Aldous Huxley for like 30 minutes, especially for his use of the word pneumatic.
Pneumatic with a
Pneumatic, yes, with a P. Do you know what he's referring to when he says pneumatic?
What he's referring to?
Yes, Aldous
No.
Huxley. Any guesses?
I know what pneumatics are.
What does it mean to you? Tires?
Well, systems that run on compressed air is pneumatics.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like hydraulics are systems that run on compressed like liquids.
Right. Would anyone like to take a guess on what pneumatic means to Huxley? You're not guessing, you're Googling it. Okay, I'm going to tell you. It means
as soon as I get it pulled up.
It means voluptuous.
What?
Yes. Yes. When they're talking about the female, that's one of the main characters there. He's like, she is rather pneumatic.
Oh, gross.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so bad.
Exactly. And he uses it like interchangeably with, yes, voluptuous. Pneumatic means filled with air.
Oh, yeah. Which could be related to things that are big, soft, and bouncy.
And full
like
figured.
shoes, chairs, and girls'
Exactly.
breasts.
She is busty and curvy and physically attractive to potential partners in the consequence-free sexual work of the world state. Anyway.
That's a bizarre use of the word pneumatic.
It's gross. And you know that he's just over there lusting after all the pneumatic women that he sees. And he's putting it into his book to be like, ew, gross. Stop it. You know?
Yeah, he's stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't stop. Don't actually stop. Just stop it.
No, but stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, go get laid, please. My God.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Okay, this says, he has money, social position, talent, friends, prestige, and he is effectively insulated from the misery of the masses. Of course he wants something to worry about, even if he has to go a long page turn. Long way to find it. Mr. Huxley must have his chance to suffer and be brave.
Yes, exactly.
And I love this next line. This is out of the quotation. That was the lowest blow any reviewer delivered.
Yeah. He wants to be brave.
And I feel like whoever published this planned the font size and everything about this whole review around that page turn.
Yeah.
Of course he wants something to worry about, even if he has to go a long way to find it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, exactly.
That's a brilliant page turn.
It really is. It's great. But it's a very I'll get back to it once I think of it, okay? But
okay.
You know, he also became a stoner in his later
Huxley
life.
did?
Yeah, but he started
shit.
writing about the value of psychedelics, which I agree with him.
Oh, yeah.
But I just think that he was a little pussy in the first part of his life. And
it was a brave new world, man.
Yeah, I feel
brave
like
new world of
maybe writing Brave New World and getting these sick burns caused him to change his ways, you know?
Sick burns or otherwise, maybe he was on the road in any way.
Maybe
to sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Maybe,
man.
maybe, and that's definitely where he ended up.
Hell yeah!
So okay,
hell yeah! All this, he made it there eventually.
He did. So I know that we're supposed to be gleaning lessons from these sick burns, and to be honest with you, in all of the other sick burns that I have collected, there are very clear lessons that can be gleaned.
Yeah, more like textual.
Yeah, more like
stylistic.
This is
lessons,
something to avoid, you know. But I can't really necessarily think of a very clear lesson to be gleaned from this, except just don't be a little pussy.
that was a character lesson.
Yeah, just don't be this person, you know.
Yeah, and certainly Aldous was a product of his time and upbringing, and you cannot deny his impact on literature and his influence on people like Orwell and Bradbury.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he served his purpose, actually. And He also went from being like a social critic to being more optimistic and having a more spiritual outlook. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drugs will do that.
Yeah,
Sex
totally.
and drugs will do that.
Right.
Yeah.
It was all part of his journey.
Hell yeah.
So good on you, Aldous, but I still hardcore judge Brave New World.
Yeah. It has been a long time since I read Brave New World.
No,
It never really struck me as anything that was terribly meaningful to me, like growing up or anything. So it was just something, it was required reading growing up, and that's basically where I left it.
Yeah.
Never really gave it a second thought. So
yeah, whenever I read it for the first time, I was definitely
Bradbury.
Not in school, but I think I might have thrown it at the wall a couple of times just because I was so like disgusted by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say that George Orwell definitely looked up to Aldous Huxley and sent him his like transcript of 1984.
He sent the transcript to 1984 to Huxley?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I know that from this book. And
is that after the sick burn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They end on a positive note. And he wrote a letter. Listen, he said, "Dear Mr. Orwell," this is from Aldous, obviously. Dear
Aldous.
Mr. Yeah.
I just called him Aldous.
Oh.
Aldous. Aldous Dumbledore.
Okay. All right. Dear Mr. Orwell, it was very kind of you to tell your publishers to send me a copy of your book. Okay, I guess it wasn't the transcript.
Oh shit! This is like
Sorry.
here. See how much further I've gone than you.
No. It arrived as I was in the midst of a piece of work that required much reading and consulting of references. By the way, this was in 1969, and I'm pretty sure he was tripping balls when he wrote this. And since poor sight makes it necessary for me to ration my reading, I had to wait a long time before being able to embark on 1984. Agreeing with all that the critics have written of it, I need not tell you, yet once more, how fine and how profoundly important the book is. He's definitely tripping balls. May I speak instead of the thing with which the book deals? The ultimate revolution? The first hints of a philosophy of the ultimate revolution, the revolution which lies beyond politics and economics, and which aims at the total subversion of the individual's psychology and physiology.
There's those drugs.
Yeah, there's those drugs
there's
coming
the
out.
Drugs, yeah.
Are to be found.
Yeah, the individual is breaking down.
Yes, he is like he's having ego death right now.
Hell yeah.
The Marquis de Sade, who regarded himself as the continuator, the consummator.
There's that sex.
There's that sex of Robespierre and Bapu. I'm not going to keep going, but it goes on and on.
Do we have an author for those?
No.
Thanks, the Reviewer?
Yeah.
From, what was it?
New Statesman and Nation, the British journal from the 1930s.
Oh, yeah. They were so kind as to not even credit the reviewer's name.
Yeah, because they don't give a shit about that guy. They just are like, it doesn't matter who this person is.
It feels like they put that at the end of the book as an object lesson of like, this is what happens to fools who talk down to high literature or something. I don't know.
This ain't no high lit.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Thank you, the Reviewer.
Yeah. I actually have his name, but it's on my computer at work.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. We'll find it. We'll dig it out. Mm-hmm. But up next, we have No One Is Happy by Steve Livingroom.
That's right.
That is right. So this one is interesting. We just kind of run in a direction with this. And this is very unlike Steve's typical style, I guess.
Yeah. I really liked this.
I did too. Yeah. I like what you're setting up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very intrigued by it. And I felt like it was very well written. And it was just like, okay, so this is apparently some type of like secret agent, like high tech secret.
Yeah.
I don't know. FBI, not FBI, but you know.
It struck me like a futuristic hard-boiled detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the hard-boiled plus like sci-fi elements. Or like at least futuristic elements.
Yeah.
So that I really kind of dig that for just its creativity. Like that's just a creative take on a hard-boiled detective story.
Yeah.
Um
And also, I was really impressed because
yeah.
Steve said that he didn't even know where it was going. He was just writing. So I don't know. I think it's very, very cool. And it makes me really curious about the backstory. Like, it was the first burial here in hundreds of years.
Mhm.
Like, what is this place? What's happening? You know? But I feel like it works really well. I feel like all the unanswered questions work really well into James's persona as an enigma.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Also, yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I agree entirely that it all lends to the mystery of James.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked here in the second paragraph, James kept his distance from others and kept his face on the secular minister. While the minister droned on, James's enhancements recorded everyone's interactions.
Mm-hmm.
There were too many to pay attention to, so he saved that for afterwards. The ceremony was short, if not sweet.
Yeah.
I love that inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
The ceremony was short, if not sweet.
Yeah.
It goes to so many links for characterizing James and the ceremony itself, and kind of it all strikes this kind of hyper cynical tone to it, which it kind of is in line with that hard boiled detective story.
It is. It's like this brooding, like, I think of the hard boiled detective as the brooding bachelor.
Yeah.
You know? He's just got too many serious things on his mind to like do relationships, and he's a total lone wolf.
Yeah.
You know, like completely self-sufficient.
And it's not for a lack of trying either. He's been married twice and he's been divorced twice, you know.
Right,
Typical,
exactly.
like, yeah.
But he's never able to give them what they need.
Right,
which
because
is
the
his
job
time.
demands
Yes,
everything.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's married to the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's again leaning into this trope, but in a very futuristic way.
Yeah, and in a way that you don't necessarily, it doesn't feel like we're in a trope.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're using a lot of those stylistic elements, but putting us outside of the typical like detective noir setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to pick up on those things. And I think the only reason that we do is because we issued a detective story.
Yeah.
And so like coming at it from that angle, it strikes all those same elements. But if this was just any other story, I probably wouldn't have landed on Hard Boiled Detective.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's wrapped in enough mystery and enough enigma that there's a lot of intrigue in that.
Yeah, but it doesn't really seem like a detective story to me until the end, where it says, once detached, he opened the secure file and began the arduous process of finding the killer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I really like the scene where he jumped into a containment box he had set up weeks before. As soon as he was secured in the building around, as soon as he secured it, the building around him was obliterated. And then he walked out with a gas mask. I think that's so like badass. It's very like Mission Impossible-ish, you know?
Yeah, and the whole building was obliterated.
Yeah. It's like this guy must be kind of important if they're willing to like sacrifice entire buildings, you know?
But it's also it's written as a ruin. He walked through city rubble.
Mm-hmm.
So the place is a ruin. So it could just be like an old, dilapidated, uninhabited building. And so it just is part of the scenery. It's also just random. And so he can just like, he puts it in this place and he can just destroy this building without any worry. But yeah, specifically, he had many big league contacts, but no one knew his identity. Mm-hmm. He was tailed by 3 different groups as he walked through the city rubble. Mm-hmm. So that use of rubble.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
That's a really, that word alone is doing a lot of lifting for your setting.
Yeah.
And if anything, obviously this is a fairly short story. We just have 4 paragraphs here.
Mm-hmm.
Expand on that idea.
Yeah.
Of the city is in rubble. Just not even necessarily why, just describe it in greater detail.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many great words to describe urban decay, and like I love the word dilapidated. Mm-hmm. It's a great word. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of like about the city rubble. It reminds me of whenever I visited Beirut in Lebanon, and a big part of the city is still in shambles from the Civil War in the 90s.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. There's just exploded buildings everywhere that have been that way for decades now, you know? I mean, it's clearly the site of a war, but it's like still like that.
It makes me like unreasonably upset. Like
Mhm.
I don't know why. Like I would hope that time in a civilized community
Yeah.
would heal those things,
But that's true.
would correct those things.
That's a good point. I don't know why it's still like that, or at least it was like 5 years ago. I don't know why it was still like that because they're considered like the Paris of the Middle East.
Yeah.
And everybody over there is like super snobby and they speak French and Arabic. And they're seem to be thriving, culturally vibrant, but maybe it's just a lack of funds. Lack of government support. I don't know why that stuff hasn't been fixed. Yeah. The fact that he nurses his beer for 20 minutes was inspiring to me.
Yeah. Well,
I
it sounds
thought-
like he downed the first one. Like he drank it and then cracked a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be more like James.
Yeah,
I
James
want to-
has willpower.
He does. He has self-control.
Good for James.
Good job, James.
Good job, James. We're all proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seriously, I like James. I
Yeah.
like
I
where this is
remember
going.
what I was going to say. I was going to say, I really, okay, I don't know what you meant by the title, Steve, but no one is happy. The way that I interpreted that is that we kind of idolize characters like this who are just very independent lone wolf. They seem like badasses, you know, like, damn, what a player, you know, what a G. But actually that lifestyle is actually not a fun one.
Sounds pretty miserable, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty like isolating, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like Jack Kerouac.
Yeah. Oh,
You
wow.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was idolized for being this like freewheeling like hobo guy. But actually he himself said, this is not cool or fun. Like you don't want this.
I'm not a role model. Yeah.
I'm not happy.
Yeah.
You
No
know,
one is
I'm
happy.
not happy. Like my life seems cool because I'm all independent and can like roam around or whatever. But actually, I feel alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's especially the way that we leave this. That's strikingly similar.
Right.
Alone, reading a file,
Mm-hmm.
and the way we began the arduous process of finding the killer
Mm-hmm.
without anybody to bounce ideas off of or
Right.
anything.
He's alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had much to discuss with this person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the tone that you've struck with this.
Yeah.
And then the direction that you're setting up and the setting. Like you've
Mhm.
done there's a lot of cool places to take this kind of future dystopia. That's
Yeah.
really what it feels like. It's like a future dystopia.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. That's very cool.
I quite enjoyed the story. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah.
Mhm.
And up next, Murder by Rachel.
That's me.
Rachel.
Right. Rachel.
Rachel. I'm curious where in this story, like where was the inciting incident? I guess where did you come into this story, and did you backtrack from that moment, or did you like where did you begin here? Where was the idea?
Okay, so I actually mentioned this in the comments, but I have this one student who she wants to learn really advanced like GRE words, and she has a list, and they're words, some of them that I've never heard before.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I tell her, I'm like, hey, she's a scientist,
Okay.
but all that aside, I tell her what is like the level of frequency of these words that she's trying to learn, and some of them have not been used in like the last 200 years. But
Right
yeah. But anyway, so I like to print out like cartoons for her and be like, okay, now what's happening in this cartoon? And I want you to use 5 of the words in your story. Okay. So I was doing that, and the thing that I found to print off was a single picture of 2 men leaning on like different sides against a palm tree with their backs to the palm tree. And on the palm tree, they had etched things into it like, shut up, you idiot, stuff like that, you know?
Okay.
So it was clearly depicting these two guys that were stranded on an island and like hated each other, but they didn't have anybody to like talk shit to. So they were just like etching it into this palm tree. That's where I started.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of your comment, you had mentioned like the comic strip specifically.
Yeah.
And that was an inspiration for your writing this. So I was curious to get more information about that comic strip.
Right.
So two men stranded on an island, a tiny island together, bereft of all human contact except each other. I especially like how I love your setup on this. On the good days, they felt ambivalent towards each other, which is, that's not great.
No.
If that's a good day, that doesn't bode well. So that I think is kind of foreshadowing, like,
shit's gonna get real.
It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get real bad.
Exactly, because those were the good days.
Those are the good days, yeah. On the bad days, that ambivalence turns into contempt. And on the worst days, the contempt gives way to hatred, hanging thick in the salty air that surrounded them and clung to their skin in a slick, glossy film. Lots of description there.
Yeah.
Lots of description there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my head, I kept thinking of like cloying.
Yes.
Yeah,
totally. But it's really funny. I just want to like interject really fast because I sent this story to my boyfriend while he was at work, and he doesn't speak English. So, I mean, he's all right. He's okay. He knows a few words, but anyway, and I did a quick Google Translate of it and just sent it. And then after the fact, I was reading through the Spanish version, and Google Translate is so fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I already know this, okay?
Yeah.
But whenever it got to a slick, glossy film, it translated film as movie.
Slick, glossy movie. A shiny, wet movie.
Yes. And I was just like...
Oh, God. What the... And now you realize, like, there's a reason that people are translators and they don't rely on machines to do it. No,
absolutely, because there are just not, of course, not only that, but just like implications and like, you know, allusions, just things that AI could never ever know.
Yeah. And I am actually going to go on this very brief tangent. I am a believer that if you, actually, I think we had this conversation off air. Or off the podcast, but if you are a fan of Dostoevsky and you haven't read the Russian version, you haven't read the original primary Russian text of Dostoevsky, you're a fan of his translator.
Right, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not a fan of Dostoevsky. You're a fan of his translator.
Oh, yeah.
He's the author of what you read.
No, absolutely. Like, here's the thing. Because I have done this before.
Mad respect for translators. Mad respect. Yeah.
I have done this before. I have not in its completely raw original language version, but taken something that has been very rudimentarily translated and put it into terms that English speakers understand. And I feel like I should get like 20% of the credit because I'm putting it into words, you know, to make it sound appealing to the English reader.
Yeah.
But
which
it's
is
their
tough.
idea.
Yeah.
It is tough. Like, it's fun. For me, it's very fun, but it's their idea. It's the writer's idea. All the content is coming from them.
Yeah.
But the vessel in which it is presented is coming from me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolute mad respect for translators. But yeah, tangent aside, this jump, the BPD crime scene investigation helicopter slowly lowered and touched down on the beach. I like that jump. I like that we just move from this clearly degrading situation between these two guys who we assume are stranded on this island. Going back, I realized that we don't actually get any concrete evidence that they were stranded there. Like they had no escape. They're
true.
Just there on this island.
Well, yeah,
was that your intent or
no?
Okay.
Because it does get to the point where like at the end of the first part where it's like, although, they needed some modicum of communication for survival, although the alternative became more appealing. It's like if they're in
you're
that
cluing in.
yeah, if they're in that desperate of a situation where they kind of want to die, then it's kind of like they're stranded.
Yeah. Yeah. So we move along here. I like I like how we get into Mitchell's mind very quickly with the helicopter blowing around potential evidence. Like very very meticulous, very detailed person. Like, what are you doing? This is my crime scene.
Yeah.
Fucking stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But wasted no time in hopping off and making a beeline toward the palm that mercifully provided the only shade in sight. Which is an excellent image. It strikes such an image. There's just this lone one tree on this desert island, and you get this little patch of shade.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is just full sun.
Right. And that's why these two guys are driven to that tree.
And nowhere else. And so they're forced to be next to each other. It's literally a comic strip.
Yeah. It literally is.
It is. Which is interesting, and we'll come back to this because you mentioned it in your comment, but I'm just going to move into what's carved into the tree here. Filthy son of a bitch, cocksucker, motherfucking son of a horse, shut your fucking maw, which is a clear Rachelism.
Yeah.
Die, you fucking cow, go to hell, scrawled in two distinct hands, and finally murder.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so over the top, but when I first read this, that wasn't terribly funny.
Oh.
I mean, it's pretty funny, especially like I love the shut your fucking maw. Like it strikes this funny balance that actually works really well in a detective story because like there's like somebody died. And so like we kind of take that seriously inherently. And so like all these things that are scrawled on here feel just very like natural, like human nature. Like people just say this shit. And when you get stuck with somebody, like these are actual thoughts that would like run through your head. So it was both humanizing and kind of sad at the same time, while also being funny.
Okay, cool.
So,
I like that.
Like, you struck a very strange balance there. And then finally, we meet Mr. McConnell.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Not so fast, Mr. McConnell. You two were here for how many days again? Part near to month, I reckon. More than long enough, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Mr. McConnell is such a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely modeled his speech patterns after my family.
Georgia.
Yeah. And my dad too, though.
Yeah. Part near to month. Like that really clued me. It's like, oh yeah, part near to month. Yeah, part near to month. Yeah.
But you know what's really funny is that Google Translate translated that part perfectly. Yes. It translated part near to month perfectly. Yes.
To Spanish?
Yes. It says, part near to month. Casi un mes, supongo. Más que suficiente, te lo garantizo. Which is almost a month, I suppose. More than enough, I guarantee you. That is exactly, I put the exact text in there, and that's exactly what it came out with.
That is nutty.
I know.
It can do that?
Yeah.
But it can't. My God.
It can't like deduce the meaning of film in context.
That is fascinating.
I know. But the fact that it can do that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's genuinely
everything
impressive.
That Mr. McConnell said, it translated perfectly.
Yeah. Basically, Mr. McConnell sounds like when we first meet him, he seems kind of grounded, kind of down to earth, just like very matter of fact.
Yeah.
Like we were in a bad spot, man. Like what we do, we hunted, we fished,
yeah,
and then basically come around. And how do you explain the fact that his body washed ashore with stab wounds consistent with the knife that you were found with at the time of your rescue? I don't fucking know, and I don't fucking care. And so, like, we complicate the situation very quickly just with that one statement. After be plenty of knives, could have made them cuts. Yeah. Well, due to the number and severity of the stab wounds, it would appear that whoever did stab Mr. Sattersby, what a name, had quite the beef with him. I ain't gonna lie, I hated that son of a bitch, and I wished he would die. But I ain't plumb ignorant. Yeah, I wish you had put ignorant.
I know, I should have.
A man would have to be certifiable insane to stab a man and keep the knife. Yeah. Which is a good point. Like, he
Yeah.
makes an excellent point. Like, why would I keep the knife if I killed him with it?
Yeah.
So I love this weird balance that you struck with this story. Because of the way Mr. McConnell speaks,
Mm-hmm.
we're endeared to him.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of want to believe him.
Yeah. He
But at the
sounds
same
very
time-
honest.
At the same time, the detective is making a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is he all stabbed? And you guys were trapped here. You see all this shit that you carved over here? Like,
right.
you are prime suspect numero uno, my man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then he comes back. He's like, why would I keep the knife?
Yeah.
This is an excellent mystery. I think you have an excellent mystery that could really go either way. And what it requires to solve it is digging into these characters.
Yeah.
Which is, in my opinion, the best kind of mystery. You got to get to know the people.
Right.
Yeah.
And also digging into what exactly happened on that island.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
What exactly happened?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
honestly,
I love the idea of how this can play out.
Yeah. And honestly, if you got to the point where you are positive that you're going to die, then who cares anymore if you kill each other, you know?
Mhm.
Like, whatever. I'm not going to be like prosecuted for this. I'm going to die.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like they may have openly come to those terms with
Mhm.
one another.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're both going to die here.
Right.
And maybe part of them coping with that realization
Mm-hmm.
is carving these things. Like, we can't
Atrocities.
yeah, we can't say these things to each other, otherwise we are going to kill each other.
Yeah.
So we're going to carve it into this tree instead.
Right.
Like, we can read it, but we're like, we know, like, we're stuck here. This is the situation. And so I don't know, it feels more complicated than we were stuck here. I got pissed off and I stabbed him.
Yeah, because also Mr. McConnell seems so earnest
Yeah, he does.
and honest.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time not believing what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed. Yeah, I completely agree. I have a hard time thinking that he's being dishonest.
exactly. Because he's a very straight. He's like, I hated that asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
But I didn't kill
but I'm
him.
not stupid,
Yeah.
and he doesn't strike me as a stupid person.
No.
Yeah.
Which is, again, another excellent balance, because
Mhm.
I feel like you meet a character like this who speaks like this,
Mhm.
your first inclination is to think they're a dummy.
Yeah.
Like, they talk like a dummy. But
Mhm.
no,
No.
like, he's clearly intelligent. It's like, if I had stabbed him, why would I keep the knife?
Right. And this is a very familiar personality to me, because my
Yeah.
family is like that. They are actually very intelligent people.
Yeah, it's
but,
easy to judge that book by its cover.
Oh yeah. They are very intelligent, but they are not necessarily educated.
Mhm.
I mean, some of them are, but most of them are not. And so they still talk like this, but they ain't no dummies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he strikes me as a very capable person.
Yeah.
A very but yeah, okay, so we end with Mr. McConnell sighed deeply, shook his head, and shuffled towards a helicopter,
Mhm.
shackles clinking as he
Mhm.
went. He's already arrested,
Mhm.
and they just brought him along
Yeah.
to look at this scene.
Right.
So
Or
he's
to lead them to the scene.
Oh, I see.
You know?
I see. Okay.
Yeah, because
So-
we still don't know how he was rescued.
Mm.
You know?
So in this circumstance, despite being victim of being trapped on this island with this
Mhm.
other man, he is still, I guess, charged or charged with having murdered Slattersby. Is that what his name?
Sattersby.
Sattersby.
And doesn't strike me as a super well off person.
Right. Yeah.
So even if he was arrested and there was bail, he wouldn't necessarily be able to pay that bail.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But I just want to mention really fast before we end that it says, when I said I ain't plumb ignorant or whatever I said,
Yeah.
He said,
but I ain't plumb ignorant.
I
Yeah.
ain't plumb ignorant. Google translate that, pero no soy un completo ignorante.
I'm not a complete ignorant. Yeah. I'm
yes,
not completely ignorant.
I'm not completely ignorant. Like, Google Translate knew what plum meant. That's amazing.
But not film
Right.
in that context.
Right.
Which is definitively
Easier to know the
It is
different definitions.
defined. There's a definition
because
for
plum
film.
is not, I don't know, is that in the dictionary? I don't know. It's definitely
It's a
very it's
colloquialism.
very colloquial.
Yeah.
But
maybe that's how it picked up on it, because it recognizes this as colloquial speech, and so
maybe.
there is certainly some AI elements involved in that translation.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
And it clearly missed the mark on some.
Yeah, but it clearly nailed it on others.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, an interesting case study in the translation capabilities of Google Translate.
Seriously.
And an equally interesting case study into the case of Mr. Sattersby and Mr. McConnell.
That's right.
I like that one. I really like that one.
Thank you. Thank you for reading.
Great characters.
Thank you.
And up next, 3 Men on an Island by Walker by Faith. And Walker, we decided to go ahead and put both of your stories together here. So we're going to wrap up the stories here with both of your entries. So thanks for hanging in with us.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so man, this took a dark turn.
For a minute, I was wondering who came first here, because here we have 3 men on an island, whereas before I literally came off of your story 2 Men on an island, and then Walker's
I
here
feel
was
like
3 Men on an
Walker
island.
yoinked that from me. Walker just admitted it. It's fine.
It's fine.
We inspire each other. It's fine.
But yeah, so it's as far as settings, they're both pretty similar there.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and lean in on it. Richie had a comment that said, "By line 2, I knew where we were going."
Yeah.
And you do, in my opinion, telegraph the direction in line 2. One of them was dead. One of them was a murderer. One of them was me. It's a setup. Like, you're setting us up in such a way that there are 3 men on an island. One guy's dead. One guy's a murderer, and one guy is me. You don't necessarily specify that any of those people are different from the former or the latter.
Right.
So you're setting us up to make these, to start questioning that idea.
Yeah, so wouldn't that be foreshadowing? Because to me, at least, it wasn't totally clear.
It's not clear on who is who.
Yeah.
But it is clear that it is misleading. I think you are telegraphing your intent to mislead in that line, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess alternatively, you are foreshadowing the idea that me is the murderer. Yeah, in that statement. So yeah, I agree with Richie that you got my wheels turning on line 2, but it's still a very engaging read.
Yeah, it is.
I still really wanted to follow it through and see where we were going with that idea. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it was a very engaging read. I mean, it kind of took me on a ride because I didn't see at all where it was going. Especially whenever it started with, when did he start raping you or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, okay. How long had he been raping you?
Yeah, it's right at the halfway point. Actually, it's even prior to that, even. I think.
And I really wonder how these 3 got on this island together.
Right.
And when I really think about it, I have to start thinking that the guy that got killed the guy that was dead and the guy that killed him maybe went there together intentionally, and that the third guy was the point of view character, that he was maybe like sneakily, I don't know, like, I'll be your tour guide or something. I know, but then again, neither one of them may have recognized him because he was a child when they knew him.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like this was premeditated is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I suspect that point of view character got these guys on this expedition to an island.
Exactly.
With ulterior motives that they weren't aware of.
Right.
And so the way that this is framed is kind of like a detective story. It's like all the detective work is already done.
Right.
And we're just following through with this kind of vindictive scheme of this point of view character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting take on a detective prompt, and man, I'm here for it. Like I love the kind of twisty nature of this. This constantly like, okay, where are we where are we going? Because again, that line 2 does a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
in setting the tone, because something is off the
Mm-hmm.
whole time, and it always feels off, which is like I'm really curious how you pull that off, like how you throughout this text something just always feels off. It just feels wrong. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're never on sure footing. Like we feel like we're being misled, and so
Mm-hmm.
we never really feel comfortable with anything that we're being told. So I just think that you struck a very careful tone
Mm-hmm.
with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But as Rachel mentioned, whenever you get to the part, it's like, how long had he been raping you? I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we get to the how did you know? He asked, still shuddering. I think I replied, nodding toward the dead body before us, that if it wasn't clear before, it certainly is now, which is kind of a cop out. And they get called out on it. Yes, but he continued, how did you know? This next paragraph is basically diving into the backstory at
Mm-hmm.
that point. I think about my reply for a moment. I could tell him that I saw the same haunted look in his eyes that I see reflected in mine every time I look in the mirror. I could tell him that the fact that this man is dead speaks for itself,
Mm-hmm.
that his sins were known and worthy of being killed for them. I could tell him that I hold no ill will towards the person who killed this monster, and neither should he. But I tell him none of these things.
Yeah.
There's a lot in that paragraph.
Yeah. And in that paragraph, it was a huge, huge shock, the next paragraph, because
Yeah.
I thought that he was like totally offering like a safe place for the person who had killed the rapist, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I understand why you did it. I don't blame you for doing it.
Yeah, he sets up this expectation in this paragraph.
That
yeah.
he is going to be forgiving and, I don't know, some of like sanctuary for this person.
Yeah.
But in the end, and you think he's, I don't know, going to have mercy on this person. But in the end, he turns out to be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the one part of the paragraph that I read that I wanted to reiterate is I could tell him that I held no ill will toward the person who killed this monster, and neither should he.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that because you don't clarify who the killer is.
But by that point, I had already like deduced that this person that he's talking to right now is the killer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as you mentioned, the next paragraph is really where we strike the killing blow, I guess. And I really like this as a short story.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this because you set up a very careful direction, a clearly misleading direction.
Yeah.
And then you offer an expectation in the paragraph that I read, and then you immediately subvert it in the following.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rachel said, like you have the what you think is going to be a safe space. Like they're coming together, like they're both like victims of this horrible monster. But no, that's not all of it. That's just a piece of it.
Yeah.
And then the next paragraph, you get the final piece. Mm-hmm. He gasps a final "you" as he takes his last breath, finally recognizing the boy I was all those years ago. It's such careful writing.
It really is.
Like there feels like there's a lot of care here and a lot of thought put into each step that we take.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
It ended up being a victim killing another victim.
Yeah.
Who he also felt victimized by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is that from? Death begets death, begets death, begets death. It's just like it's this endless cycle. It's like pain begets pain, begets pain, begets pain.
And you know, something interesting is like at the end where it says, luckily the last man standing was also the one who disabled the boat. And he lived happily ever after. So at first I was like, okay, so...
That felt trite to me. Like, and he lived happily ever after. I was like...
Yeah, I don't know. It felt... I don't know. It kind of made sense to me. But at first I was like, okay, so he lives happily ever after on a deserted island. But then I realized, wait, it doesn't necessarily have to be a deserted island. It just says
An island.
they were on an island. They might have been in Hawaii.
Yeah. They were in Fiji, turns out. Yeah.
Like he might have been in paradise.
It was beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. They were sipping Mai Tais.
Exactly. At least he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The subversion of the expectations there at the end is very effective. I'll say it, I'm not really a fan of the last line.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there's trauma there worth exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this character has explored it to the point that they arrived at these machinations and brought them to this island to have one kill one and him kill the other.
Yeah.
It's just clearly or thoroughly thought out.
Right.
So I just felt like the end I felt a little cheated on the end, but I was so enamored by everything that came before it that I can forgive the last line.
Yeah, I honestly could appreciate the last line.
Yeah?
Yeah, I felt it was
like vindication.
Well, I felt it was like intentionally cliche.
Okay.
You know? I feel like it was almost like a tongue-in-cheek type of thing.
Which would be very much Walker's and Goins Audio presents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It seemed very tongue-in-cheek. Like, I don't know. It worked for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked that, Walker. I really liked that.
That was really good.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And moving on, also by Walker, Matt's Guide to Success in Life. Option 4. Drive off a cliff.
Yeah, so I'm just going to kick things off and say that this seemed like a manic free-for-all.
It felt like a manic episode.
Yes, it really did.
Yeah.
Like it felt
There's mania in this. Yeah.
It felt like the point of view character was going off the rails completely. And honestly, before I ever even read it, I just was in the mood to laugh like a few days ago. And I was just scanning it, looking for things about driving off a cliff because that makes me laugh.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't find it.
No.
And it was just a bunch of very manic rambling. And I was like, well, where's the part about driving off the cliff?
I want to drive off a cliff, damn it.
I want to drive off. I
was
watch
expecting to
somebody drive off a cliff.
There's no cliffs. I wanted to drive off a cliff. I don't understand.
And then I read it and I don't even remember ever seeing the actual driving off the cliff happening.
Yeah, it's more an implied cliff.
Right.
An implied driving.
Right.
It's basically commit insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did really like that nod to Ted Liggett.
That guy.
That nod to Liggett.
And there was another one,
funny.
the strong arm.
Yes.
Is that Liggett?
No.
Because he references the strong arm.
No, he does, but I think that there's one of those like in every town.
Okay, because I was like, damn it. Why does he know Lubbock lawyers?
Liggett doesn't do the strong arm.
Why
Liggett
does he know
just
Lubbock
does
ambulance
you know who
chasers?
I am. Yeah. But we've got a strong arm. I think everywhere has a strong arm, but yeah, I just was looking for the actual driving off the cliff moment and
yeah. Yeah, so this, I do feel like the title is misleading because the option 4 really isn't to drive off of a cliff. It's commit insurance fraud.
Yeah. Whether it be falling in Walmart.
Yeah.
You know?
So this would actually be the first title, I think, in the series for Matt's Guide that is a bit misleading because everything else was, one was file bankruptcy.
Right. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, they're fairly straightforward and meets you at the point.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is the first one that I feel like is actively misleading you. Mm-hmm. Is it misleading?
I don't know. I feel like it's just very, very
actively vague,
labyrinthine.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's an intentional choice by the author. You know, and it seems very like.
Wait, which author?
Walker.
Okay.
It seems very like high level, like meandering. You know.
I agree with the manic, the
Yes.
mania, because
Yes.
this strikes me as manic.
Right. And it reminded me honestly of like sometimes because I've already stated this, but I love me a sick burn. And
Uh-huh.
so I love clicking on articles which are like making fun of somebody in like a very overtly satirical way. But occasionally I will click on those articles and I'll start out and like they're very, very, very well written, very well written, but they become so meandering and labyrinthine that I get lost,
Hmm.
you know, and I'm just like, wait, what are we talking about?
And then after a while, you're like, actually, I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just along for this ride.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Like I completely forget what we're talking about, but I'm just like, okay, I'm invested. I'm just reading it.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great way to describe kind of how I read this was I get lost.
Yeah.
But I'm strapped into this roller coaster. I'm going to ride it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm here with you through through whatever we're going to hit on. I was here for this. And
Yeah.
I actually really I can appreciate, because we've had so many different entries between Rachel's guide and Matt's guide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to really appreciate this style for what it's doing. Especially like the mania, the manic. I love that as a means of describing it. I'd never put that down to it, but that's
Yeah.
exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
Is it feels like we're on some journey through some episode that this author just has to
Right.
get out.
Exactly.
And these in-text guides, they're bold, and sometimes are they italicized? It doesn't matter, but like we get 3 different in-text guides, and it just really kind of
Mhm.
sums it up. In-text guide, I swear to Christ, if I have to remind you motherfuckers one more time to call that damned attorney lawyer up. We're
Mhm.
talking insurance fraud, losers. After all you're so low, you may as well keep digging.
Mhm.
So, and then the next one, in-text guide, that was only 4 sentences. I had to go back and be like, what are we talking about? And it was literally everything prior between the in-text guide and in-text guide.
Whoa, I didn't even realize that. I just read that, and by that point I was so lost that I was like, I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to keep reading.
Yeah. Between the in-text guide, I swear to Christ, and the in-text guide, that was only 4 sentences. It was actually 4 sentences.
Oh, wow.
And they're literally calling themselves out in the in-text guide. That is wild behavior.
Mm-hmm.
This in-text guide is wild behavior.
Yeah.
Whether that was 4 sentences or not, wild. Okay. The fact that you call out that it's 4 sentences, that's wild. Let me ask AI what the hell he said real quick. Okay, here we go.
Another thing is that I feel like this is extremely meta.
Well,
you know?
yeah, the whole thing almost insists on being meta.
Yeah. But it just keeps like circling back on itself and back on itself and back on itself. I think that's where I definitely get lost, but I still, like you said, am along for the ride.
Yeah, it's certainly a ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I especially like this part when we finally kind of land in the crux of the matter. If you don't want this miracle of resurrection to end with your memorial, you have to set up the case so tight that even the toughest sleuths up at Big Insurance can't slip their wick in it. You need a team. You need experts. You need
a crew.
Preferably payable on commission and cash for sexual favors. That's really where the rubber met the road for me, was whenever we got to the team, the experts, the crew.
Same, because that's where I finally figured out what in the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Was that we were talking about insurance fraud.
Yeah.
That's where it kind of made sense to me too.
Yeah. So once we got to there, I was like, all right, some actionable things here that we can actually work with for what we can call a guide.
I need to like latch on to something.
Yeah. And so this is the first part that actually feels like it's guiding the reader in any aspect. So, Walker, this is a trip, man.
It's a trip. That's a great word for it. It is a trip.
Yeah, and we went around the world with this one.
Around the world?
Around the world.
Around the world. We whirled around the world.
Why are you acting so weird?
Whip cream.
Cool whip.
Cool
whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip. Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. So yeah, I appreciate Matt's guide. This one felt especially, and I love Rachel's word manic.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly felt that,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
It was a fun ride.
It's certainly a fun ride.
It was a wild ride. It was.
I don't really have anything else to say about it.
It was. It was well written.
Will Wheaton.
Well written.
Well written.
It was well written. It was a wild ride.
Quite.
Yeah.
Quite.
Thank you, Walker.
Thanks, Walker. Thanks for 2 entries this week.
Yes.
Man. Yeah. And that is our last story for this week.
Hey.
Hey, thank you, miomerzoi.
Yes.
Welcome back, and thanks
back.
And thanks for being selected here today. Excellent entry. Along with, of course, Richie Posier, the Prismatics 19, also known as Jake, Nick U, Steve Living Room, Richie.
Yes.
And of course, Walker by Faith.
Squared.
Quite. Yes, quite.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that moves us into episode 49.
Really?
49.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So for episode 49.
We ask you guys to check out the image prompt.
So yeah, head over to the subreddit and just go on, click on that link. You can go and click it, and it'll take you to an image, and yeah.
And then you can write based on it.
Write a story based on that their image.
That's right.
And the words to accompany this image prompt are owl, secretary, display, answer, and situation. Okay, owl.
Okay. Owl is an animal.
It's a noun.
Yeah.
It's a befeathered animal.
It is. It's a mammal, isn't it? No, it's not.
No. It's a bird.
I know
it's bird
as
shit.
Hey, platypuses, whales are mammals.
They also don't fly.
Okay.
Bats are mammals.
See?
They fly.
That's what I'm talking about.
But they look nothing like an owl who has feathers.
They look like flying puppies.
The flying cabin.
Flying pups.
Yeah.
Okay, owls, I'm sorry, are not mammals, but they're
avian as shit.
Yeah, no, now that I think of it, I've never seen an owl like breastfeeding its child. Okay, so
they literally lay eggs. They're more reptilian than they are mammalian.
Mammalian. Yes. Owls represent wisdom, as we all know.
Symbolically, yeah.
Which Greek goddess is that the symbol of?
Wisdom?
The owl.
Wisdom.
That's not the name of a Greek goddess.
I don't know.
Athena.
Athena? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Athena. Yeah. She is the one who was born from Zeus' thigh. And she was his right-hand man, woman.
Weird. It's weird. Thigh? Why? Okay.
No, it's because, it's a bunch of like misogynist bullshit. But anyway, so Athena, that's her symbol, is the owl. Because she was the wise one. She was the counselor of Zeus.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Owls are cute as fuck.
They're also they're kind of scary.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
I have held and cradled a baby owl before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
when
of course,
I lived in Georgia.
Anything in it when it's a baby is adorable.
It's very cute. Even big ones, they're so cute. But it was when I lived in Georgia and the cats tried to kill it. And we heard a bunch of ruckus outside. And me and my brother, we went out there. And there was an owl. It was like more like an adolescent owl. I'd say it was like about this long. And
like 4 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted to rescue it. And my brother was like, I'm not touching that. Because he had like a germophobia at the time.
Yeah, fair.
And I went out and I picked it up. And it was the most softest thing you can ever imagine.
Softest.
The mostest, softest. And my family, who are animal lovers, especially my dad, we kept the owl in a box in our kitchen overnight. And then in the morning we took it to a wildlife place. And they healed him.
They healed him.
They healed him.
Nice.
It was so cute. Anyway, owl is a noun. I don't think it can be an adjective because, well, I guess owl wings or owl feathers. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. They are carnivores.
Mm-hmm.
They eat mice. Like
Yes.
are they technically a raptor?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what you would not what you first think of when you think of a raptor.
Mm-hmm.
You think like eagles and hawks and the like, but yeah, I guess an owl technically qualifies.
Yeah, that's why they're scary.
They are quite scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very cool birds.
Yeah.
Very cool birds.
They're awesome.
And our next word, secretary.
Secretary. Well, it is a noun. It's a person. It can also be like the thing, the secretary. Like, I need to consult my secretary. Like, they used to say that or something, didn't they? It's like a book of names or words. A secretary. It's like,
I just thought that was a role someone played.
No, it is.
Not played. Filled. I guess.
It's all cosplay.
It's all cosplay. There aren't actual secretaries.
No. They're just pretend secretaries. No, I feel like people used to say like, "Let me check my secretary," and they had like some book of appointments or something that they
like
call
a little black book or something
like that.
Interesting.
But a secretary, it can also be. What?
Sorry.
You looked horrified.
I just realized, like, speaking of scary ass birds, have you heard of the secretary bird?
No.
They are scary as shit.
Oh shit.
they will fuck you up.
Oh my god.
The most popular theory is secretary bird's name come from its appearance with its long black quill-like feathers sticking out from behind its head. So yeah, its name, I'm not sure. It's nature's most powerful hunter is what it's described as. Large bird of prey that is endemic to Africa and mostly terrestrial, spending most of its time on the ground and is usually found in the open grasslands of savanna sub-Saharan.
Okay. I was about to say, so obviously, oh, that's cute. I was about to say, so obviously it can be an adjectival noun as well because secretary bird, but secretary bird is one word.
One word, yeah.
Wow, it has really great stems. This one is walking like a model.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. Damn. Okay.
Instantly recognizable as a very large bird with an eagle-like body on crane-like legs.
Oh my God. Like how tall, how big is it? It's beautiful, actually.
Height as much as 1.3 meters or 4 feet 3 inches for us plebes.
Oh, that's awesome.
That bird is big.
It's like a hybrid bird. That's fucking cool. Okay, but secretary can also be an adjectival noun. It can be like this, like secretary training. Have you got secretary skills? I know it should be secretarial, but secretary I think can also be an adjectival noun.
Well, yeah, the secretary station.
Yeah.
Of course.
We've all been there.
Obviously.
The secretary station. It's a kind of a weird place, but
the station for secretaries.
Right.
And our next word, display.
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 I find it interesting that you said display.
Display?
No, I mean, that's fine and it's valid. I just find it interesting.
I was curious, like, I just had to like say it again because I didn't realize I said it a particular way.
Well, I would normally put the stress on the second syllable and say display.
Display?
Mm-hmm.
Display.
You said display.
Yeah, display.
Oh, okay, display as the noun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that as a noun.
No, right.
All
the time. Okay,
yeah.
okay. All right. So this is one of those weird words that the stress falls on different syllables depending on it if it's a verb or a noun.
Yeah.
So as a verb, it's the display. Yeah. Right?
And well, as a noun, it's a display.
I meant to say noun.
Yeah.
As a noun,
it's a display.
As a verb, it's display.
Display.
Yeah. Which I think we all know the word splay.
Yeah, I guess we do. Splay.
Yeah, and by the way,
that's a fun word. Splay.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. By the way,
what does splay mean to you?
Splay means.
Just say it.
Spread it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, splay.
Splay. as a command. Now splay. Okay, but it's weird because die is a prefix that means two. And so
What if is it display? I was thinking the prefix was dis.
one.
And it was
Just a second.
play.
But why is there the word splay? I feel like die splay.
Are we conflating?
I don't think so.
Splay and display?
I think that di is a prefix for the word splay.
Okay.
I
don't know.
I really believe
I don't know what to do with that.
I really believe that.
Okay.
I don't either, because to me, display should be the word meaning splay. If splay means to like spread your legs or whatever, okay, you've got two legs, and that's di. You know, I feel like splay should mean what we think of when we say display. And
I'm so lost.
I think somebody got mixed up on the definitions of these words. I think they got them confused.
Okay.
Okay. But display, the display station.
So I use display because it often you could refer to a TV or a monitor as a
Screen,
display.
Yeah.
Yeah. A jumbotron is a display.
Right.
You can have a display of art work. It's a display. You can display artwork in a display. Now the word means nothing.
Right. But can you go to a display station?
Of course you can.
Okay. Hey, it's from displicare, which is Latin, which means to unfold, to display.
Was dis the prefix?
It was the prefix, but the root word is not play, it's plicare, which is to fold.
Plicare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Weird. Weird. Because if we go back to display,
I think that
it's
must
like an unfolding.
That I know, but that must be different though.
It must be.
Because dis is definitely the prefix. You were right about that. Dis meaning apart. Like disparate. But so splay must be from a different root, which makes me uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm not okay with this.
I am unsoothed.
No. Yes. Same.
By the lack of coherence.
What in hell's name? Guess what?
What?
This is going to blow y'all's minds. Display is from desplicare, which the dis is the prefix, and then plicare is fold. So dis is unfold, okay? But then it goes to Middle English, and it reverts again in Middle English to the word splay. Yeah. So the word splay, they are, but it's like you have the words and it reduces to something and then it like goes back.
So it like contracts and expands.
Yeah. That word came about in Middle English. Originates from Middle English splayen, which is an emphatic shortened form of displayen, meaning to display. Yeah. Splay.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain is broken.
I know, me too.
Oh,
so,
God dang it.
splay, actually, the root of the word splay is the word display.
And the root of display is
displicare.
Displicare.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I know. So, wow.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Our next word. Our next word.
We got to move on.
I can't anymore. I can't.
No, me neither.
I can't do it.
I can't either. I don't want to. I won't.
Our next word, because I won't, is answer.
Oh my God. I love this one.
Oh my God.
Okay, so first of all, answer. It is a noun. It is a verb. It is an adjectival noun. Answer key, anybody?
Answer station.
Answer station.
Welcome.
Welcome. Come on in. So, answer. I like to talk about this word because let me just tell you, my
it the W?
students, it's the W.
Yeah.
It's the W.
That W fucking slaps, man.
It's the W.
God.
But guess what? I despise that W.
That W fucks, man.
I hate it because my
as a teacher, I'm sure
as a teacher,
do.
I hate it because my students who all learned, quote unquote, learned English in school by reading it, they insist on saying answer.
Answer.
They insist. They won't stop. They can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Nope. So everybody, I just actually write the word on the board. I cross out the W and then I write it without the W. I'm just like, answer, answer, answer. Like if you say that W, you are a motherfucking son of a bitch.
And I will fail you.
And I will fail you and then I will fuck your shit up because I can't stand you and you're a disgrace. Stop saying the W.
A bit harsh. But the intent is
the
noble.
intent is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the word could, would, and should, have I?
Could, would, and should.
Yeah. The L. They're like cold. I cold.
I should.
I should and I wold.
I wold.
And I'm like, I hate you.
You sound Russian as shit.
Yeah, I hate you so much.
I wold. I should.
Yes, I hate you so much. Please stop saying the L. And I tell them all, I'm like, good, good. It's like good, good, good.
It's real good.
Good.
You should, because it's
You
good.
should, good,
I
would,
would.
could. Yes.
I would.
Yes. So answer is second in atrocity only to cold, wold, and should.
An appropriate
rest my case.
hierarchy.
Yeah.
Second only
Mm-hmm.
to 3
That are tied for first place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Answer. And our last and final word: situation. The situation station. Welcome.
Welcome
to the situation station.
Yes. Well, we have the situation room. You know, that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's the same as the situation. It's a bit of a downgrade from the situation station.
Oh, yeah. Everything situation related
Yeah.
is a downgrade from the situation station.
Right. Right.
Of course.
No, yeah, totally. And, I like the word situate.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I like it as a verb. I just find it very pleasing. To me,
it's mutual. It finds you pleasing.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Me and situate go way back.
Y'all talk. Okay.
Yeah,
y'all chat. All right. Yeah. Okay. You know what it kind of reminds me of is the last name Arellano.
Arellano. Oh,
yeah.
We know an Arellano.
We do.
Yeah.
And the reason I know what that word means is because of her. Not because she knows, but because me and Kim talked about it and tried to figure it out.
Oh, interesting.
So what does it mean? Do you know?
Arellano?
Yeah.
No.
It means nestled.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
What an excellent name.
I know. Nestled.
Speaking of silent characters.
Yeah.
The nestle.
Oh, what?
The T?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
but like nestled is like situated. It's like bedded down. It's like kind of,
Just curl up.
Yeah.
It's a little puppy.
Curled up.
Just like how like a
you know how kitties will curl up on your chest.
Yeah, they're all situated.
They get situated.
Yeah.
They situate themselves.
That's a form of situate, yeah.
It is.
Yeah. You can also situate yourself for like travel. Like you situated, like you got your passport.
Yeah.
You got your socks.
Mm-hmm.
You situated. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost do feel like though even in that context it's got some connotations of like snuggling in. Like you've got everything you need, you're cozy. You're like, okay, I'm good, I'm ready.
I attribute it more to like preparation. No, that's not quite right either. That doesn't quite hit the same vibe.
Well, and if you think of like something being situated in, like if you think of like a timeline, like this incident or this era was situated in
between.
Yeah. It's like, I think of it as being like cozily tucked in.
Yeah, and it usually falls with the preposition between, like
Mhm.
situated between.
Right. Yes. Or situated in the middle of the 18th century.
Yeah.
But middle is also kind of between.
Yeah. Interesting. Kind of like surrounded.
Right. And that's
Nestled.
what makes it feel kind of cozy to
Yeah.
me, is that you're kind of surrounded.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why does situation mean what it does?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You're right. The word is situation.
Yeah.
Not situated.
It's like the happening, the situation, the occurrence, the state of affairs.
The moment, the being surrounded, like because if you take it in that kind of context of like situated between,
Mm-hmm.
like you are in this moment surrounded by
Other
events.
moments. Yeah. But when I use the word situation, I'll be like, hey, what's the situation right now? What's this? It's like, what is the current events? What is happening? You know? I almost feel like situation is used in like a very like vague form to mean something like chingadera, which is like the thing.
Yeah. So because I'm actually really curious about this, I just looked up just plain definition.
Mm-hmm.
The first one makes a set of circumstances in which one finds oneself a state of affairs. Basic. The second one, the location and surroundings of a place.
Yeah.
It does imply the surrounding, which kind of implies like being nestled, being in the middle of something.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
this,
what is around you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's very interesting because you're right. It is kind of, it's generic and
it's almost like a word that's used in place of an abstract concept, which it's almost like a functional word.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, if I ask you to draw the word bee
with one
can
E?
you? Yes.
Okay.
With one E.
Okay.
Can you do that?
No.
Or the word for, F-O-R.
No E?
No. If I'm just
No.
like, what does this mean? F-O-R, what does it mean? You try to draw it. You can't. Okay, so it's like,
What if there's a U?
no,
I can draw
it's not. It's not. And so it's a functional word. It's something that exists just to describe an extremely abstract concept. And so the word only exists to kind of try to, it's to fill a gap.
Yeah, it's kind of like not necessarily de-abstract something or unabstract something.
Yeah.
It's just to, it's like a placeholder. It's like a variable. Interesting. Like the
it's
value
like
of X in
Yeah.
algebra.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it exists. You have to have something to symbolize it, but it doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah. And
in and of itself.
And what it could mean in this moment can drastically vary between this moment and like this moment.
Right.
Like these situations are very different.
Exactly.
This situation is very calm, very cozy. This situation is literally war. This situation is, it's like a variable.
Yeah,
that's
totally. That's a really good way to put it. Yeah, I like that. Variable. It's an X or a Y.
Fascinating. All right. So those words again, owl,
no,
secretary, display or display, answer, and situation.
If you want to be like these wonderful writers and submit your story to You Write, head on over to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/YouWritePod.
If you're unable to submit a story this week, that's fine. You can help out by reading and commenting on other people's stories.
Each time you post a story or leave a comment on someone else's submission, you increase your chances of having your story read on the podcast.
You can always reach us at yourwritepod@gmail.com.
If you like our show and want to help support us, consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/YouWrite.
If you are unable to donate, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You can help us by sharing the podcast with other writers and non-writers alike.
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you know as soon as new episodes are available.
And be sure to leave us a rating and review
Be positive
in your podcatcher of choice.
And remember, join us next week on You Write,
a podcast where you write.
Where? What a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white.
See y'all
White,
next week.
White blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I will know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Welcome back. You had like what appeared to be an out-of-body experience there. So.
I did. I was hard to sing, Louis.
Quite.
Lou. I was hard to sing Lou. I was hard to sing Satchmo.
Satch. It's the satchest of mo's.